Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. If you guys like the direction that my channel was headed in, like, comment, subscribe, and share any of the videos that I've uploaded to people that you think they may benefit. Right. So today's topic is going to be about when people tell you money isn't everything. Yo, I gotta go in on this right here because I hate that saying money isn't everything. Like, who the fuck? Let's be honest, man. Money is everything. All right. Now, I'm not saying that if you have money, everything else is guaranteed to just fall in place. But I mean, like, by and large, man, let's keep it real, man. I gotta adjust my camera and everything because I really want y'all to like pay attention to what I'm saying right here. For the person who says money isn't everything, what I notice by and large, when I look at that person and I analyze their life, I realize it's not even a life that I think is successful. Like meaning that it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that like I think they're doing horrible in life. But what I was saying is the vision that I have in my head that I want to live is not even synonymous with the life that they're living. One thing you got to know about me is I'm not one of these people who love being average. Like, average is a life that I've literally tried to avoid, and that's the reason why I'm not already with a kid and already just in debt trying to pay off a mortgage and working a regular job and don't invest and do like I'm not anything that average people do where they going in their life. I'm looking at that thinking, how can I, let's say, take from that, but then also take from this other side where people are very rich and successful and blend that into a life that I think is perfect for me. That's how I look at it. So when I hear someone say money isn't everything, it lets me know that they probably just don't have a very good understanding of what they're saying right there. They're saying something that's so universal. Who said money is everything? I mean, I know I said in the beginning money is everything, but I'm saying without money, is your life easier or harder? I think we can all agree that it's harder. With money, can it be said that you now have access to a lot of things that will aid you in having a deeper and more fulfilled life? I mean, I would like to say yes to that. Maybe there's people who think different, but I'm not talking to the people who think that money isn't everything. I'm talking to the people who want to have success in their life and understand that money is a big factor in this world that we live in, this 3D reality, this matrix that we're in. If you're not in the matrix and you live off the grid, yeah, money for you isn't everything. It's more about hunting and being able to start a fire and ward off attacks from animals and being able to survive in the elements. Yes, you've basically regressed out of society, left modern technology, and decided, you know what, money isn't everything. I'm going to go ahead and live off the grid. Hey, if that's the case, I saluted everybody in the beginning of the video, and I'll salute you too, because I think that's a very ballsy move, and kudos to you. I respect you, and in the case of a world apocalypse where everything comes crashing down, I assume you'll be fine. So I salute you for your decision to check out of the Matrix. But for all you other people who like using your smartphone, like watching these YouTube videos, like talking with your friend all the way across the world and having a good connection on Skype or on WhatsApp, like shooting up to the mall and getting yourself a nice little polo, like rocking the new little shoes you got, the little J's you rocking, like going out to the restaurant, paying somebody some money and having a real nice meal, maybe with a lady friend of yours, like driving in real sweet German cars real fast on the highway, like popping wheelies on the Kawasaki's and Suzuki's. For all you motherfuckers out there that enjoy being able to pay a little bit of money and fly and enjoy a really nice vacation to a part of the world that your ass has never been to and would never go to if you couldn't afford it, I'm talking to y'all. And let's be honest, man, like, money is not everything. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and clear that up because I said that in the beginning of the video because I'm more harping against the people who always tell me that shit. That, oh, money isn't everything. I'm like, no, it isn't everything, but it will afford you the lifestyle that you want to have. You know, most people are totally content in life. They got, a place to stay, food, if it's a dude, he got a little chick. If it's a female, she got her little dude. They maybe got one, two little snotty kids running around, snotty nosed kids running around, and it's like, oh yeah, my life is good, this and that. But when I look when I look deep in the eyes, I see that there's a hollowness that exists there. You're a shell of your former fucking self. You gave up on life. When you were a little kid, you were probably excited about the possibilities of the world. And what happened? The older you got, the more reality punched you in your mouth, threw you back down on the ground and told you that you will never be enough. You will never make it. You won't succeed. You won't do big things in your life. And somewhere from getting that conditioning until now, you decided that that's going to be your reality. You get up and you work your little regular job. You're in debt, maybe hundreds of thousands from student loans or whatever mortgage you decided to take on a house, because that's what everybody does. Everybody gets together, grows up, gets a job, meets a woman, gets with the woman, gets her pregnant, has a kid, and then tells me that being a father is the best thing on the face of the earth and this and that and the third. But when I look at these motherfuckers' results in life, I could tell that a big cash flow would not hurt them at all. Got all these money problems, you working a job you hate, you can't do any of the creative dreams that you had when you were younger because you can't afford them. You can't go on vacation because you can't afford it. You driving a whack ass car, not because you balling out of control and you understand, I'm gonna cut costs, I got mad money in the bank, I just don't want to waste it on a liability like a car. Yeah, whatever, motherfucker. I doubt you have hundreds of thousands invested in some type of portfolio. So what the hell are you talking about? You cutting corners and saving money by just driving a little whack ass car. I mean, that's okay. Not everybody is meant to think like me. Not everybody thinks like me and thinks I can have both. I can have the intangibles in life, spirituality, peace within myself, seeking knowledge, growing as a man, cultivating my masculinity. I can have my fitness, I can have my good health, I can have my love life. But on the other side, I can also have financial freedom. I can have a good amount of money socked away into solid investments. I can enjoy from time to time the luxuries and the finer things in life. I can go wherever the fuck I want because I have money saved and I know how to budget and I know how to plan a really nice vacation. It doesn't mean I have to spend money for the penthouse suite. But why not have myself a little 4 or 5 star hotel? Maybe I can talk them down. Maybe I can be smart and get a credit card that gives me so many credits and so many points per purchase that it knocks down the price of a first class flight somewhere. Why can't I look into the programs of signing up with a particular hotel, and every time I stay at that hotel, it gives me the bigger chance that I'll get a great discount whenever I decide on an exotic location like the Maldives? Why can't I go to Bora Bora? Why can't I go to Dubai again and get it popping like we did the first time? Oh, I don't have money. Well, you could forget everything then. You could stay with your little mediocre, whack ass way of thinking, and you can also stay in that little box. That's your reality. Every day, get up, go to work, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Maybe take a little vacation, and your vacation is shooting down to your cousin's house for Labor Day. Your vacation is shooting to, driving 2 states up to visit your family and having a barbecue on the 4th of July. Man, that's not a vacation, yo. That's not a vacation. When I even ask people, what would you do with $1 million? They can't tell me what they would do. They can't even. The question is so far-fetched from anything that they've thought of themselves. They say ridiculous shit like, oh, I don't know. Never thought about it. Or, yeah, I buy my mom a house, then I buy myself a house, then, I'll just say the rest. Like, you gonna say the rest? You idiot. That $1 million will be gone so fast. Because you don't never thought about it. You ain't got a plan. You don't know how to invest. You wouldn't even invest in your own education. You wouldn't start a business. You wouldn't do nothing with the $1 million that would make you more millions. Oh, well, it ain't all about money. I gotta be content. And then I listen to the person that's telling me that. I look across the table and I think to myself, yeah, and you broke. You don't have the car I want to drive. You don't have the life I want to live. There's nobody that's about to pull you and pay you some money to interview you on some specialized trade that you mastered, or some invention that you created, or some cool journey on how you went from being nothing or mediocre to being somebody who is sought after and people want to know how did you make it to that point, that will never be you. Maybe it's never me, but at least I'm thinking about it. At least I'm trying to go that direction. At least I'm taking the steps. At least I research what rich people do and I try to implement their shit into my life. Like, for example, when people tell me money isn't everything, I kind of think that they have a bad notion about people who own millions of dollars. You know, you hear shit like money's the root of all evil. I'm like, possibly. But we live in a money controlled society. So unless you checking out of society and not using no type of currency, I don't know how the fuck you gonna stay with that mentality and not really ever come above a level that's average. So drop the quotes, get your head out of the damn whack ass, out of these little stupid mentalities, and rise above that and think to yourself, what would I do if I had a lot of money? What is a lot of money for me? What number do I even want to have? I tell you, if you think of something, the universe would usually conspire to help you make it happen. Have you ever asked yourself what would be the amount of money that I want to make? Have you ever heard of something called passive income? Making money while you sleep, you knocked out in the bed, but your account's still going up. How do rich people do that? How many streams of income do they usually have? What is the routine of a millionaire every day versus you every day? It's not the money that makes, like a millionaire made the money. I'm telling you, literally 9 times out of 10, because he does something on a continuous basis and starts to compound. It starts to compound. Like, take for example, if you're 10 years old, I'm 10 years old, me and you both make average money. Your parents give you $100 allowance a week. My parents give me $100 allowance every single week. A rich person will still be balling over you in about 10 years because he's going to do constant things with his money that you won't do, being none the wiser. The rich person will be over here thinking, all right, well, shit, what are my expenses? What do I spend money on? What do I need to spend money on? Already he's going to write down, I spend $5 for lunch. I spend this much money for that. So he's already tracking where my money going. Then he's going to probably look again and say, can I cut my costs? Let me cut costs. Then he's going to be thinking, all right, well, I get paid $100 a week. That's $400 a month. If I at least invest $250 of that in something else or into a business or into something that will make me more money, I can double up eventually. Now, meanwhile, what you doing with your $400? You taking your little money and you buy liabilities. I want some more candy. I got more extra money coming next month. I'm going to go ahead and, save up to get these shoes. I'm going to save up to get this watch. I'm going to save up to get this new iPhone. I'm going to save up to get this and that. So while you going to buy the new iPhone for however many months that you saved up your bread, the rich person will calculate how much this Apple stock costs. Do y'all understand this logic right here? You walking around with the iPhone. You got the AirPods. You got the stock? Hold on. So let me get this straight. You bought these for about $180. The stock for Apple was probably about $400. Don't quote me on it. I ain't looked recently. I got the stock since a long time. I don't even follow that shit. I just constantly invest. I don't even follow all of that because in the long term, I'm always gonna come out on top. I never looked and seen that my money did worse. It might drop below a certain level, but the principle is always untouched. So the original 100 I done already put it into the stock market, and every time keep putting it in, or putting it into something where it'll grow. You bought these motherfuckers right here. This isn't making you no money. That's what the difference is. The poor person will buy liabilities. They buy stuff that looks good, looks shiny. Yeah, they got the Dior shirt. Yeah, they got the Gucci pants. Yeah, they got the fly sweatsuit. Yeah, they push up in the Mercedes, swinging, tipping, looking good. Rich people buy the stocks. Rich people buy the bonds. They invest in precious metals. They invest in business. They buy, other investments that are, real estate. They invest their money so that it comes back more. They don't just go around buying luxury. And then when they do buy luxuries, it's normally coming from money that's been generated from the money they invested. They don't ever touch the principal. A millionaire will get $1 million and invest $1 million, and then every year probably get like $30,000 to $40,000 in dividends, maybe even more. $100,000 in dividends. That's like a 10% portfolio right there. He getting $100,000 just because of the money he invested. It might drop to 60, it might drop to 70, but either way, he's living a life of somebody who's working a full salary every day at an office, and all he did was invest. That's passive income. Then he could fuck around and reinvest and make even more. Meanwhile, you over here making 60, let's say you make $1 million. What you gonna do? You gonna go buy a car. All right, well, how much was the car? Subtract. Up, insurance, subtract. Maintenance, subtract. You ain't even factor all that in. Gas, subtract. Oh, I'm gonna go buy my mom a house. Okay. Closing costs, subtract. Every year tax, subtract. Utilities, subtract. Maintenance or any problems that go wrong, subtract. No wonder why people say money and everything. They don't even understand how it works. So I just think that quote is just trash. And honestly, I'm gonna be living proof that yeah, okay, me and you could have came from the same neighborhood, but when you see me in 10 years, you're gonna be wondering, dang, how did he get that car? Dang, how did he get this? Dang, how did he get, his teeth straightened up and his wife looking good and everything straight? How? Because I know how to make money. I know how to invest and make it work for me. And at the end, I'm gonna afford a better, more healthy lifestyle that allows me to live the way I want to. So with that being said, I think that quote is just garbage. Y'all holler at me and let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back at y'all with the next video.